So what's going on, everyone? Today we're going to talk about reserve rights token. The market has collapsed like a lot of the cryptocurrencies on October the 10th. You guys can see it right there in front of you. But all in all, you guys can see that our prediction would have been on par to see the crypto go up if it wasn't for that particular day. Because after that day, look at the price action in reserve rights. Now we're going to try to figure out if this cryptocurrency is going to continue to go up or down. And thankfully, we appreciate everybody's analysis who come in and participate in the cryptocurrency space, because it gives us ample amount of information to determine where's the highest probability of where prices are going to go. So if y'all appreciate my videos and my content that I do, make sure you guys hit that like, share, and subscribe. As always, I want you all to come on board. I want you all to participate with me in predicting where prices are going to go without the confusion. Okay, so let's talk about the price action in reserve rights after we did our price prediction on October the 8th, which is right here. We were looking for the market to go higher, and originally the reason was because we've noticed all of these days right here that the market was just trading sideways. It was holding above this buy pocket, okay, which resembles people buying. That's why the market in reserve rights went massively higher on this day. October the 1st, market went up 24%. The only way that happened was because of these people neglecting the sellers of breaking price below this buy pocket. That's the only reason. So then the market in reserve rights went higher, but just like the buyers have impact on stopping price going lower, sellers also have impact on stopping prices from going higher. It's real simple. Because right here on this particular day, September 22nd, 2025, the market went down almost 13%. So this area, which we already identified as a sell pocket, we knew that sellers were there. They were willing to stop the buyers from continuing to progress price up. And that is exactly what it did on October the 1st. You see where I'm going with this? It's not difficult, because we have a lot of people with a whole lot of money at their disposal, and they just cannot come in and purchase and sell cryptocurrency all at one time. They can't, because if they did, you'll get days like this all the time on October the 10th, to where the market in reserve rights closed down almost 30%. Now, the volatility on that day, however, the market went all the way down almost 71.5%. You'll see that more often if people had a lot of stock cryptocurrency money to sell or buy. You'll get this much volatility almost consistently, almost every day. And they don't want to do that. They want to get prices at the best value. Okay, so they come in and buy periodically here and there. And then also, it restricts their footprints when they come in and buy in batches or bulk. They don't want to come in and just completely buy at one time, because then we'll see, hey, somebody is definitely wanting to buy here. So that's why these markets create buy and sell pockets. Okay, so now we did our price prediction on October the 8th. Cool. We was bullish. We were looking for the market to go up. If these days did not occur, and I would say October the 10th, 11th, and the 12th, we would have seen this prediction go well. It would have went right, because the market in reserve rights topped out on October the 16th, pretty much where we said it was going to go. Look at that. It hit that sell pocket just like it did on October the 1st. It's giving us answers every day. I want to convict you. I want you all to be convinced that this market, every market, gives us answers every day. I just think that people don't come in and pay attention to what is being shown in front of them. They want to go with their own presumptions, with their own mentality, with their own theory, and think that for some reason this market is going to follow what they think it's going to do. No, we need to be the followers of what's already being displayed. So that's why we only saw fit for us to take our ultimate TP price right there in that sell pocket. Now, the market didn't hit all the way at the top of that sell pocket, but it did touch the bottom of it. And that would have been 16.5% right there. Okay. So let's go ahead and clean this up. Now we need to make a determination to see where in the world is this cryptocurrency going to go. We're going to go ahead and get rid of this sell pocket. We're going to get rid of this buy pocket as well as this one. Okay. We're going to create new ones because every day is new information. So we always need to come in and reevaluate what's going on. Where are the buyers at? Where are the sellers at? So we're going to go ahead and do that right now. We're going to keep this sell pocket here. It looks like another sell pocket is being created right there in reserve rights. So we're going to mark that. Now it might hold, it might not, depending on how low the market closes today. All right, let's get rid of that one too. Now I'm gonna zoom out a little bit. I want to show you what is the trend in this cryptocurrency. Let's just keep it a buck. It's down. This cryptocurrency is trending down. Okay. So the overall trend is in favor of sellers. So why would we want to come in and think that this cryptocurrency is bullish? We won't do that. The only way that we would change this analysis is if we see this cryptocurrency break this downtrend and begin to go higher. Okay. So now let's go ahead and try to create a couple of buy pockets now. So this is on the daily chart. Now I think you guys can see, once I continually do this and show you all where these pockets are, you should be able to show yourself and do this on your own as to where these pockets are. Because there's one right there. Here's another one here. Okay. Definitely there's some on this massive volatility day on October the 10th. We'll have to break this down on a smaller chart to see it though. So let's go and see if we can get that. Okay. So here's one here. Here's the biggest one. See this on the 15-minute. Let's create one right around here. And we'll create one more right there. Okay, so now let's hit this back on the daily to see what it looks like. Okay, so now if we're looking for this cryptocurrency to go down, these are targets. These are locations to where we suspect buyers to be. And if price comes to that area, they will re-engage and begin to buy. That's it. We see pockets as magnets. Price is attracted to pockets. That's it. Price needs to find all the time liquidity and places to where it can pick up more demand or more supply. That's the whole purpose of the market, especially when you got trillions, billions of dollars playing in this market. They need to always find out where's the next batch of buyers and or sellers. Okay, so now let's look at this market in reserve rights on the 2-day chart, because these two-day price bars, it resembles that there's some buying coming in the market. Well, why would I say that? Because always look at where price close on every price bar. You can see that throughout the 2-day bar on this one, the market traded all the way down here, but the buyers were the one who lifted it and closed price all the way up there at the top of the bar. Massive. That's huge. Like I'm telling you, they cannot hide what they're doing. So then you go over to the next 2-day price bar. They did the same thing, but they wasn't that strong enough to close it all the way up there at the high of the bar. That's an indication that they may not be as strong as what you think they were originally on the prior 2 days. Okay. Look at this on the 3. 7 hours, 17 minutes left, and the market still looks as if there's some sellers impacting these buyers. Still looks like that. So I think we might break down this buy pocket on the hourly chart to see if there's any tighter buy pockets, because that might become important as we see this cryptocurrency trade going over the next couple of weeks. Here it is on the 4. Let's look at reserve rights on the 5. Okay. Here it is on the weekly chart so far. 2 weeks. So on the 2 and the 3, these bars resemble buyers right there. Buyers stepped in the market in reserve rights over the last 2 weeks on that bar, and they did it again on this current 3-weekly price bar right now. Okay, so that's what's going on. Now let's look at this on the 11-hour chart. I want to see if there's any buyers on that other. Yeah, so we might need to lower this down a little bit, right around here. Okay, so I want us to be aware. I want us to be prepared to see that the potential. Okay, I'm just want to call it it's a potential that we can see these buyers hold this first pocket. If that's the case, the reserve rights is still prime for higher levels. Okay, let's look at this on the 5. So that would probably be my biggest concern if I was predicting that market was going to continue to go down, was to see these buyers step immediately right back into the market and buy this cryptocurrency right there in that pocket. That would negate my price prediction. Okay. Let's look at this on the 3. Yeah, so currently the market is weak. I'm thinking that it's going to try to come down and test that pocket though. Here it is on the 1. There's a buy pocket right there on the 1-hour chart right here. So yeah, and here it is on the 3:30. So what I'm going to do, okay, I'm just going to prep your mentality, prep your mind as to what to get prepared for, because I am going to look for this cryptocurrency to go down. However, we recognize that there's potential for us to see reserve rights bounce off this buy pocket, okay, or this other one. Now, when I say bounce, it could go all the way down to the very bottom of the buy pocket, or it can just touch the top of it. So we're in the area, the vicinity. So we're going to have to target these 2 areas first, because I want us to be prepared to know when it's time for us to leave and not overstay our welcome in the market, no longer than what we have to be in here. So these first 2 areas will be pit stops for us to go ahead and get off the track and say, all right, cool, we out. Now there's only like 3.18% on the low of this first buy pocket. Then on the second one is like 5.63 at the high, and then 11% on the low of that middle buy pocket. All right, now we're going to move down to this next buy pocket though. It's like 24% move to the downside. Currently, I'm not anticipating the market to go extremely that low, but I'm not forgetting what happened on October the 10th, and I want you all to neither. So that's it. That's the story of the day. This is what we're seeing from the overall market currently, and that's how we're going to anticipate the prediction. Let me know your thoughts. Make sure you maintain profit, and as always, trade different.